All right, welcome to the. Oh, excuse me. I said to myself I wouldn't say that, and I did. Welcome to the the M&T show. Wait, what show am I doing? What year is this? Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. My name's Mary Beth, and my co-host, Teri Petrella. We're kind of losing our cool because Teri is hiding a man in behind her shoulder. Hi, Bill. And, Bill's our IT guy, and we are now we're asking him to dance the Macarena for Valentine's Day. And we've already got Teri, now 3 shades red.
Of course.
Really, as we digress tonight, fully. But welcome to the Mary and Teri M&T show, a show where you can get divine infused guidance for your future, messages from the other side, and definitely empowering directions with my co-host, Teri Petrella, and yours truly, psychic medium, Mary Beth Wrenn. So, Teri, how are you today, besides now turning 3 sheets red?
I am fine. Thank you for asking. I really appreciate that. I'm about as red as my shirt here. Okay. So, thank you a lot for that. And thank you, Dave, for all of that as well, right before the call. So can I just jump right into this? Because, I'm a little embarrassed. Okay. So I'm going to jump right into this. We have a lot of things that are going on. And so if you don't mind, I'd like to get to the business of things. We are starting our Monday chat room. And really, I kind of want to start off with asking everyone to kind of really look at your website. That is Mary Beth Wrenn, WRENN.com. And we will have all kinds of information out there as to new and exciting things that we have coming up in terms of galleries, private galleries. People are scheduling those, Mary Beth, right and left. I had another one today that was scheduled. So if you are interested in that, please give me a call at the office. Our telephone number is 704-566-8300. I think I'm going to do this whole show giggling underneath my breath. Are you okay with that, Mary Beth?
Absolutely, especially if you tilt the camera and show Bill on camera.
No. he's the IT guy. He has nothing to do. No, he has nothing to do with this.
I can see his aura from over your shoulder. I'm trying to wait for the reflection off the camera. Hey, I want to tell you something funny that happened over the weekend real quickly. I thought this was kind of comical. It's a play on words. I just did a Messages from the Other Side gallery on Saturday night. I call it the living room tour, where I can go to your house and you meet with 10 friends or 10 family members, and we connect to the other side. So this woman had this gallery at her house, and she was going to have a small crowd. Ended up with 33 people in her living room. Thank God it was a big house. But this was funny. I said, "Oh, you brought the congregation from church." And she says, "Oh, no. They're Sears." So, of course, what do I think? Sears, S-E-E-R-S, like psychics. And so I told the audience, I said, "Oh, you're all psychic?" And they're like, "What? No, we're from Sears, S-E-A-R-S, and Roebuck." Okay. I was oops. That's a way to start off. Anyway, we were bursting out laughing because of the mistake. But that's when sometimes a cigar is just a cigar, But I thought that was funny, and I wanted to share it with you today. I just didn't anticipate it because we were talking on our pre-production notes, and Teri, I didn't even mention that. And I started to do it because I was listening to all the recordings, and I went, "Oh my God, I completely forgot about Sears and Sears." You'll never look at Sears and Roebuck the same again. Anyway.
Well, we definitely need to be careful how we say and what we say things to you, because you interpret everything very different than what perhaps I would interpret something. So, and I've known that, knowing you in 20 years. So, yeah, I get you. I get that all the time. So So I know you're silly. But can we talk about, though, this month, I didn't get to mention, we have the Greensboro, North Carolina Gallery. It's at the Spirit House from 1 until 3:30, I believe. Is that correct?
That's right.
And yep.
February 24th on Saturday.
Yes.
And it's a public event. So anybody who is interested in attending can certainly just check out our website, Mary Beth Wrenn, WRENN.com. And even though it's my name, Teri has her own page there as well. So just want to make sure that you also know, as my partner, Teri is an empowerment coach where I am able to give you what I see in the future. She takes the information that you give her and you can create a path or a highway to get to the future faster. So don't forget to check out Teri on the website, www.marybethwrenn.com, as well as our events where you'll see the galleries and our services. So I just wanted to give you a quick plug as well. Oh, look at that. You can see my wacky packages right behind there.
Oh.
I'm a big collector of popular culture, as you can see. But back over here to the side is wacky packages from Topps Bubblegum. Way back when you had Gadzooka Bubblegum became Bazooka Bubblegum, and Lucky Stride, and, well, there's Rabid Shave. Thus I digress. Anyway, back to the psychic realm.
Listen, I don't think I've seen that when I visited you in the past. Where were you hiding that? I've not seen that. That's interesting.
That's a that's called a one. If it's a baseball sport collector, the one sheets are the sheets of the cards that are before they're pre-cut. And so this one came out in 1979. And there's a one up here called, like, the Hot Wheels cars. It's called Shot Wheels. I just love things that are on parodies. Of course, I also love Weird Al Yankovic and Dr. Demento and things like that. So I like to look at life with a lot of fun. And especially with today being Valentine's Day, you got to look at life with not only with happiness, but with love. So, Teri, why don't we go to our first caller? Who is our first victim? Caller.
Don't you do that. Don't you say that.
I'm sorry.
And you'll be proud of me. We have Anne in Toronto, Canada, who is ready to go. I'm sure she doesn't want to hear you talk anymore. I'm just kidding. Okay, Anne, hi, this is Teri. Welcome to the show. Hi. Hi there. How are you tonight?
I'm very, very well. Thank you very much.
Good.
How are you?
Good. I'm great. I wanted to kind of share with you that if you can just think of one thing right now, because we have a very limited time, if you could think of one thing that you want to ask Mary Beth, what would that be?
Just wondering how my lawsuit's going to turn out, if it's going to get settled sometime soon.
I'm sitting here waving my finger, and I don't mean to be like waving my finger and pointing at you, Anne, but I'm responding to your energy field, and I see a brilliant orange-red aura. And when I see reddish auras, not because Teri and I are wearing red and my curtain's red and it's Valentine's Day red, but your aura is orange-red, which tells me you speak well, you can publicly speak, and it also pertains to lawyers. So I'm feeling that you have a good argument. Now, I don't know if that means you're going to have to be in to be seen by a jury, to be seen by a judge, or what this is, but I'm being made to feel like you have the upper hand, or you've got the ace in the hole. And I'm feeling as if it's going to be the early part of April, and I, for some reason, see 4-5. So does that mean April 5th, April 15th maybe, or is it 4 to 5 weeks where there's the outcome? Now, you said this is in reference to your work. Is that correct?
No, it wasn't. No, not work. It was an accident I had.
Was it at work, though?
No. It was actually a slip and fall.
Isn't this weird? I keep getting the impression you're not the only one that it has happened to at that place.
You're absolutely correct. There were 3 people the same day.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
That's why, Ann, you've got to speak your mind, or Dave and Teri and Ann, back away from the microphone for a minute, and I'll do it too.
Okay.
Speak up! Okay? Speak
Okay.
up. Do not hold back. Okay? You 3. That's why I was like, is it a class action suit? Why am I feeling they're trying to cover you up? So I hope you got a good lawyer. I hope that lawyer's a pit bull, if you get my drift. But I'm getting the Now, here it goes again. 4, 5. Is it something like $500,000, $450,000, $4 million, $5 million? I'm just wishing the best.
I know.
If that's
you.
the case, then make sure you tithe it. You know what I'm saying, Teri? Always 10% to the Lord Almighty.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yep.
Excellent.
Well, Ann, thank you for calling the show. We wish you both the best of luck and also a speedy healing. We're so sorry that happened to you. But
thanks very much.
You're
Happy
welcome.
Valentine's.
And happy Valentine's Day to you, too.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Hey, Teri.
All right.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Teri, do you think we can? Do you think we can get another caller?
I don't know. I'd love to be able to. We're close to our time.
Dave.
So, yeah, let's do it. Okay. We have Yvette from McConnell, Ohio. Is that true? Yvette, are you there?
Yes.
Awesome. Welcome to the show and happy Valentine's Day.
You too.
Thank you. Okay, we're going to give you a second here. Think about one question for Mary Beth. What are you thinking and what can we ask her?
I'm wanting to know if my husband will come back and have love for me again.
Okay, that's why your energy field is very blue. Now, blue is not necessarily like blue is depression, blue and sadness. It feels as if, well, I am feeling that heaviness with blue. And I know this sounds totally off the wall, but I wanted to give you a shout out from Ohio because, well, my other half here, Teri, in
Yay.
Business, not in relationships. We're not like married or anything. In business, she's from Ohio.
Yay!
Just getting that straight. I mean, she's got a man on the side of her. I'm talking about Bill again. Now, it's blue. Yvette, your energy field is this gorgeous blue color. And that's the color I see with people who speak eloquently, write. Like, I feel like you're supposed to write a letter to your husband.
I did the other day.
You did? And he read it, didn't you?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Good. You got through his, forgive me, stubborn full soul. Sorry, but he's stubborn. Sorry. I'm praying for forgiveness for saying that because it's radio, and I certainly don't want to go, you know where I'm saying. But
Yeah.
Yvette, you got through. You have an ability to communicate effectively with your words. Now, this is not the only time you're going to be successful with your writing. So consider blogging, writing, heartfelt, even poems, even get well cards. You could be looking at a career with this. Teri, could you foresee a vision with her talent with writing?
Well, I mean, my intuition feels as though, again, I'm not a psychic, I'm not a medium, but my intuition, my gut right now is telling me, I feel like she definitely has something to say or a story to tell, or, maybe just writing is a sense of healing, number one. So I feel like maybe that's something that she should kind of go with. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like, of course, I know that it helps me when I write and kind of, I've written letters in the past to people who either I've hurt or have hurt me. And so maybe that's why I'm feeling that right now. I don't know. But I really think that's kind of where, she should go. That's what I'm feeling. But do you think, Mary Beth, he is going to come back to her? Because that's what I feel like she's more asking. What are your thoughts?
My impression is yes. And I hear the word Ed. I don't know why I want to say Edward or Edwin. with her. Yvette, who is this Ed?
It's just a guy that works on the other shift, that he works in his department, but I don't talk to him.
It feels like this Ed is influencing your husband. So I sense that your husband's very empathic and sensitive. And I feel like he's being influenced by this Ed person. I feel like Ed might be having the relationship difficulties, and your husband's absorbing this, and suddenly, so he needs space to sort his mind out, and so it feels like you're the, I want to call you the survivalist of it instead of the word. What's coming to mind is the victim of the fallout, if you will. So your husband is trying to be there as a good friend for Ed, but then he gets home and he's overwhelmed, doesn't know how to deal with you. Next thing is backfiring. I think the best thing that could happen here is if your husband could realize how empathic he is, but give himself some space from what I'll call is Debbie Downer people around him. Or is there a guy's name for Bob the Bummer? I just want to say equal time, But my answer and my visions for you is that your husband will come back. Your writing is effective. And I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to brag on my friend Teri. Teri is an excellent prayer warrior. Oh, stop shaking your head, Teri. She's an excellent prayer warrior. And she's going to put you and your husband in her prayers. And I really feel like you've got not only simply a talent for writing, but I think it's going to be a talent for your career. So you got an extra plus on top of what you've received as a answer to your question. But
well, the thing is there's rumors going around at work that I said something that I didn't say that was very hurtful toward him and his kids, and I didn't say them, but I have a feeling there's another woman who filed for divorce a week before he filed.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm wondering if she's the culprit of all of this whole disturbance, too.
I honestly am not feeling a feminine presence to be any culprit. And I feel like I want to be careful about blaming anyone. My feeling is that your husband must realize how sensitive he is. And he's got to learn, Teri, this is important because as an empowerment coach, you know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. Your husband needs to learn the word boundaries. Boundaries, the big B word, and it doesn't start with the, ends with an H, not that one. I'm talking about boundaries. Okay? So if you can create boundaries, then you could focus your loving attention on your husband. Your husband could focus on you. You two could have a healing, empowered, future compelling relationship together instead of wasting your time with these losers. I'm trying to be nice. Because it's just too much drama at work.
Yeah, there is. And I work not even 20 feet from him, and then Ed comes in after him. So when we leave, but I don't talk to him.
You need a sit-down talk with your husband. I mean, a real, Teri, lack of a better word, a real come-to-Jesus moment with him, don't you think?
Yeah, I mean, this is a one-on-one. We're all adults here. You really need to, go back to the place where you remembered how much you loved each other and why, and really focus on the beginning and the trust and the love that you had at that moment, and really just have a conversation. Keep everyone else out of it. They're not in that marriage with you. Nobody cares what their opinion is, and nobody should be asking. You two, if you have any questions about that, you should be asking each other. So
he's not even talking to me.
Yeah, I got to find a way for you to break through, my friend. There has to be a way for you to break through to him. If he wants to salvage this at all, you're going to need to have a moment with him in private, alone. Invite him over for dinner and say, hey, look, I know we're not really talking right now. Maybe it's time for us to really come together with this and pray about it. I am a prayer warrior. I think I am. I don't know. Mary Beth thinks I am, but I would definitely pray about it, and before that he comes over and have a moment with him. Just be raw and honest and real about what you want and the outcome of that, okay? Mm-hmm. So your outcome is, you want to stay married. That's what I'm hearing from you, that you want to get through this tough bump in the road, I guess, if you will. And if you're that honest with him, maybe it'll come to fruition. You guys will get back together if that's what you really want. If it doesn't, well, it's one of those things where probably wasn't meant to be. I don't know, but I would just keep praying about it, definitely about your direction, okay?
Yvette, ask for your angels. Ask for your angels to come to you and to assist you through this time period. And meditation is the same thing as prayer. I foresee the future as he's coming back, but he's just being bombarded by all this other distortion of noise. So ask Spirit, ask God, ask your higher self and your angels for clarity of communications from your heart, specifically on this Valentine's Day. So thank you so much for calling our show. We have got to wrap. Oh, honey, we can feel her love. Do you feel it, Teri?
I do. God love you. I will pray for you, I promise. I will continue to do that. And call back in and please let us know how things are going. Or call the office at 704-566-8300. You can talk to me. You can talk to Mary Beth, whatever. We'll figure it out. You're not alone. We're in it together. And we'll do what we can to help you out, okay?
That is so true. Oh, honey, I don't want to hang up. We just want to let's give her an electronic psychic big bear hug. Yeah. Sending you love tonight, Yvette. Oh, you're in our prayers. Take care and have a wonderful night. Oh, I wish the best for her. I really do. I just feel that love. Before we go tonight, I'd like to give a quick shout out to a couple of our wonderful listeners. One being our number one listener, my mother, the one who likes to listen to all the talk radio shows out there. And she likes to tune into the A1R radio network and listening into our show. So I'm sure Mary Wrenn is listening to us right now on her cell phone. And of course, I'm going to give a shout out to Tina and Deb, your sisters, your twin, and Tina twin. And of course, I'd like to also give a shout out to a friend of mine, and Teri, you know him too, the gamer of Adam in England, in the UK.
Yeah, hi Adam. Hi.
So he's probably listening at, let's see, plus 5 hours on this one. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning or 1:30. So shout out to Adam as well. Teri, any other things we can conclude with before we wrap?
No, I just want to, you have something coming up in March that I want to share, the Rockingham, North Carolina Gallery. So that's, pretty cool. And then you've got the Psychic Saturday at the end of March, which is March 31st. Yeah, so... Yeah, and then you have a private gallery that's also scheduled on the 17th. But again, I scheduled another one today, so those are kind of booking up. People are really getting excited about that, and I know you do a really great job, with everyone whoever decides to show up. So yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yes.
And don't forget, listening audience, that we are available for empowerment coaching sessions with Teri, psychic readings with myself. Just call us at www.marybethwrenn.com, WRENN.com, or call us at 704, area code 704-566-8300. Thank you again for listening to the Mary and Teri Show. Don't forget, reality is what you make it, so make sure you make it the very best. Have a great night.
Bye, everyone.